Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2. The ESL Open Cup, featuring some of the top players out there, and also the people who managed to challenge them, as we have in the top right, Team Lick. I don't have any context for any of this. I'm pretty sure we were waiting for one of the commentators, but I won't say which, because I don't know. Well, that's a way to start this off. We do it live, even from the past. It's great to see. Just make up your own stories here. But, of course, in the top right, the French Terran Micromancer from Team Liquid. Already excited to be here. It's Clem. And of course, many of you may know him as a commentator, as a personality, as a content creator, and as a part-time model. But I won't neglect to introduce our Dutch player. In the bottom left, it's Harstem. So, Clem versus Harstem. Harstem, in the past, has been a competitive player. It's actually, I was about to say a team kill, but Harstem joined Shopify Rebellion recently, so maybe a little bit of animosity there. I'm going to try to create some drama between these two, even though I think they are two of the least likely to have drama in all of StarCraft, as opposed to the player. The real drama is always players versus casters, which is the players desperately trying to make the casters' lives hard, and the casters not really helping themselves. So that is where the real drama in SC2 lies, especially with Korean players starting their games 3 seconds after creating the lobby and just ignoring the fact that people are supposed... Anyways, that's why replays are amazing. Well, first Reaper comes in. Clem's Reaper's well known for their survivability, their annoyance capabilities, and for their map control. Yeah, I couldn't come up with anything better. Map control. Anyways, Clem's making 3 CCs. I was trying to segue somehow into Clem's just building 3 CCs, which feels a little disrespectful. Yes, in Terran versus Zerg, you're usually able to... Oh my god, he gets a pro... Wait, he didn't... He actually got a half shot off there. If you cancel the animation too quick, only one of the pistols fires, which only Clem thinks. So he doesn't manage to pick off a probe. Did he see the robo? Not quite yet. But he has the run of the place. Harstem doesn't feel confident sending out his adepts quite yet. Oh! He didn't quite see it. Clem, give me the nade. Do the nade. Oh! It's so hard to time it. You have to be literally pixel perfect, because the animation of the adept attack goes off almost instantly. He almost got it, though. Phoenix comes out. Reaper has been taken out. Clem's just sitting back. Are we just going 3 CC against everyone now? Well, first Phoenix. That's real. By the fact it's not dead yet, Clem will realize. He also saw the Stargate. So, the Stargate gives away Stargate units. Though it could have been an Oracle or even a Void Ray, despite the nerfs. Void Ray, even before... the patch, making it less of a efficient budgetary choice, was not an ideal opener, at least a non-proxied Void Ray, let's be clear, against Terran. As if it's not hitting before they have a small amount of units out, then it's just not going to get the efficiency of a Phoenix's, of an Oracle. It's just too clunky, too expensive. It's countered by Marines, so... of all things. Phoenixes, on the other hand, have a little more agility. They're an agility hero, whereas a Void Ray is more of a strength hero. Though I like to consider all Protoss units heroes because they can kill so many of their enemies while also remaining somewhat untouched. Clem scans the observer. Knocks it down. Phoenix is looking for an opportunity. Yep, that's where he is. Cyclone. Ooh. Just enough Marines to make things difficult. Oh, he breaks the lock, but I mean, yeah, you can do that, but wasn't quite in a timely manner. Harstem taking 3 Nexi. It's just a macro. It's a macro game. Okay, I neglected to mention the 3 Nexus build out of Harstem, which means he's not going to have that many units to defend here. Not that Clem has much to back it up either. A very low-tech fight so far. Phoenix is cutting off the reinforcements, and they are the exception here. Oh, gets a mule. The building SCV on the turret. Wow. Okay. Some great Phoenix micro so far. I know some Dutch Protoss who will be quite proud of it. The Marines are kind of slipping by the force field, as if you don't put it in the perfect spot, they have a tendency to do. Another observer spots. Is that? Yeah, that's a fleet beacon. That's carriers, right? Yeah. Colossus carrier? He's just getting all... This is like a theory crafting build. You're not supposed to actually be able to do this. Part of it, I think, is Clem going for such a quick third. He literally doesn't have starport units. So he doesn't have the tech to punish Harstem, who has a nice amount of probes now. +1 air on the way. And with only 2 medevacs so far, you can't really pick up and go to the main. At least not for a while. Harstem is almost walled off his entire... Look at... He's quarantined half his main. He's essentially seeding that as a landing zone for Clem's medevacs. Because he knows Clem. Clem will not shy away from the opportunity. So no half your tech tree on the edge of the main here. Actually creating a wall inside his main. Wow. Well, maybe he just goes Phoenix range. I don't know. The fleet beacon is finished. Marines holding their ground. Fleet beacon is finished. Still building Phoenixes here. Yeah, Phoenix range. Okay. Trying to maintain air control. Clem now building 4 Vikings at a time. You can't really cede total control of the air. You can try just the brute force ground army, but a well-controlled Protoss air superiority death ball, you're just not going to compete. Oh, that's an optimistic 4th. Immediately targeted and killed. Clem waiting for an opportunity, waiting for Harstem to make a mistake. Colossi tiptoeing back in towards the main. 2 carriers in production. A disruptor to mix things up. How many Colossi? 3. Enough to make it a very difficult choice for Marines to engage. Clem, in the Colossus, well, in the carrier deathball games I've seen with Clem in the past, his choice has been siege tanks in order to break this. But this was kind of a sprint to carriers, not a late game transition. We're under 9 minutes here. Disruptors on the field. A few ghosts out in front. Good against everything. EMP on the Phoenixes. Disruptor dances back. Vikings kind of stutter stepping. EMP actually hit the Phoenixes. Most of the ground army gets its shield stripped away. And importantly, the sentries. No guardian shield. Phoenixes dancing. That range helping out. The Colossi bullying the Terran army. It doesn't matter how many shields they have, as long as they have more than 1 HP, they are a real and present danger. Clem is on the run. It was looking pretty good, but overall, yeah, just the quick pickup. That's one way to stop EMPs. The Phoenix count has been whittled down to 2. Clem still pumping out Vikings, taking a 4th of his own. Disruptor shot hits nothing but air. Or I guess water here on 2000. Either way, doesn't hit any units. That's the relevant part. So, 8 Phoenixes to 8 Vikings has been the trade so far. But killing these ghosts is a pretty huge deal. The Viking count far higher right now than the Phoenixes and even the carriers. Clem picks up. Just trying to dart into the natural. Sidestep the defenses. He finds a positioning, but the Vikings are a little far behind the army. There's not that many Marines here for anti-air. Disruptor looking for an opportunity, and Clem just backs off. Clem trying to pick this apart. The army is only strong when all the pieces are together. If you can isolate a portion of the ground, or just the carriers alone, you can easily pick them off with a far more mobile Terran army. +1 ship weapons against +1 air. But the Viking count is getting uncomfortably high for Harstem. He has some stalkers, but Clem is very much committed to countering the carriers. 1 disruptor, another one sliding up. Zoning. Essentially, disruptors against Clem are just a very dangerous force field. It is incredibly rare, especially with nothing else happening, that they'll actually land the shot. Which is something to point out, as Harstem doesn't have charge, he doesn't have Dark Templar. He's focused his entire game on building this army, and it's holding so far, but he's got to get aggressive at some point, or at least it seems like it. The cannons to zone, another shot. Vikings, shield battery overcharge can't save you against that many Vikings. EMP lands. A single shield battery. Each EMP a lot to replenish. +3/+3 for the ground of Clem here. He's kind of just... If Harstem steps too far forward, EMP plus Vikings are going to wipe out everything. But at the same time, if Clem eats a single disruptor hit or loses his Vikings in a bad spot, these are very hard to manage armies. Or at least hard to manage without losing a significant amount of units. Oh, the stutter step on the Vikings. Dancing back. EMP doesn't really hit too much. A carrier looking very vulnerable, but disruptor shots don't fly. Ooh, what if they did, though? You should be able to shoot disruptors up ramps into the air. And you should be able to create ramps. Moving on. Tony Hawk Pro Disruptors 2022. I thought I saw a fusion core, and that's because I did. Wait. No. Okay, Liberator range. I was thinking maybe on the cruisers, but Liberators for kind of your stand-in or fly-in siege tanks. EMP. Gonna exhaust the battery near immediately. Disruptor a little bit far out. Army's just moving. Oh, the disruptors! He fires a shot. Oh, that one finds a land. Gets a couple ghosts with it. The Vikings sharking in. 6 ghosts have died thus far. It's currently 12 Vikings to 17 Phoenixes. As Phoenix range brings them closer to even with the Vikings, they can't reliably chase them down, though, as the Vikings have comparable range. A nuclear missile in production, but Clem has been the aggressor here for pretty much... Oh, well, how many Vikings does it take to one-shot a carrier? 22 works. With +2 ship weapons. Nuclear missile, +3 ship weapons, advanced ballistics, neo-steel armor, and high-sec auto-tracking. Bronze Leaguers. He's speed-running Bronze League heroes right now. Every upgrade. The Phoenix count, we're looking at 22 against 26 Vikings. Well, nuclear missile. Launched over to the left flank. The Phoenixes are chasing down. EMP washes over. Could technically hit all of them if they're too stacked up. Did Harstem hear the nuke? And does it matter? It's gonna land. And, you know, a surprisingly small radius. Kills 3 cannons. Barely pays for itself. The Ghost dancing back. Harstem trying to chase, but the Vikings getting more and more value. And oh, Harstem losing track of the Phoenixes for a moment. But then he turns with the carriers. Isaac auto-tracking. Clem struggling to actually fight. The carriers staying with enough interceptors to drive back the ground army. There's still a Colossus involved. EMP hits every Phoenix. Disruptor shot. Oh my god! Oh, Clem. It's not very fair. Wow, what a split. A double split. It's impossible to predict. I don't even know if Clem is trying to do it or if it's just instinct. EMPs, boys pulled. It's very hard to tell exactly what's going on down there. The Viking this is happening. Citizens arrest. Disruptor killed by S. Oh my. He does manage to get a Ghost. Another shot. Oh, he gets another one. But he's chasing down the most valuable parts of the army. Harstem pushed him to the brink, but then Clem split in all directions and reconsolidated. I think Clem was a little surprised at how far he got pushed back. He had to pull the boys, but he has 4 or 5 more command centers to fall back on, so it wasn't quite a critical blow. Harstem, on the other hand, has lost 44 Phoenixes. 37 Vikings is no pushover. 6 carriers, 2,000 more gas, and a couple thousand more minerals overall. Disruptor shot. Force field actually baits the Ghosts into the shot. He manages to force field the Ghosts into a shot, but what else is there? He can't even deal with the Vikings. Yeah. The air war has been lost. Clem closes in. Harstem making it interesting with the full, essentially, mech toss there. Phoenix Colossus Carrier Disruptor. Not even getting any Twilight Council upgrades. At the end of the game, did he even have it? Not even getting a Twilight Council. Which may have been one of the only games that's gone more than 10 minutes I've ever seen without one. So, very focused on the mech toss. Clem pulls through. I think Clem a little bit surprised by the commitment, but then learns to respect it. Yeah, against... There's like 4 Terrans. You name the 4. There's like 4 Terrans that disruptors feel like a prayer. For everyone else, they're still a prayer, but they usually have some chance of success. But against these Terrans, oh my god. Like, some of those splits, it's disgusting. Alright? They make me feel old and sad. I mean, his nickname is also the Kid, so that's a little on the nose. Game 2. Of course, the nickname The Kid, given to him by Raynor, or at least popularized by Raynor, who's younger than Clem. Which... they call him Young Micro. That's all I could come up with. That sounded more clever in my head. Not much more clever, but like 14%. Engineering Bay Block. Annoying. Harstem chooses the bingo strat. I gotta appreciate. No. Damn kids, get off my lawn. Trying to minimize that. Clem wants it. Sir. Alright, old man. Oh, he's taunting him. That is 100% taunting him. I don't know if he'd be doing this against anyone else right now. There's no reason to be here. Well, Clem over here. For Harstem, it's like, oh, I might have a shot on this one. I mean, the difference between the rank 30 and like the rank 4 player. I mean, Harstem is to me almost what Clem is to Harstem. That might be doing a disservice to either me or Harstem. But just, Clem is just so insanely good. The top players are at just such another level. People are they're pretty good at this game, I've found. I'm starting to think that some of these players play this all day. Like, get a life, right? Oh, we tried that. That didn't go great. Twilight Council, though. We're gonna mix it up. Okay. Blink? Does he just go blank? I don't think you just go blank against Clem. Like, you gotta do something. But then again, he's gonna expect something. So does it become meta again to just go for the blink? Because he's not gonna expect you to do something so mundane. Yes, I figured it out. The ultimate counter meta play. Oh, the Zuck would be proud. Harstem with the blink. Shade. Success. What is this, by the way? 4 Marines and a Cyclone? This is your army? A probe comes out. The probe could potentially eat a lock-on if Clem wasn't... Oh, come on. Oh, Clem's like, I got places to be, bro. Let's move on. Next round's ready. We had to wait so long for the damn caster at the start of the game. Okay, well, he just kind of kills everything. Oh my god. Well, hopefully Harstem is happy with his order, because right now he's getting served. Jesus Christ. I don't... Oh, come on. Oh, the probe? Alright, the Cyclone's still alive. Oh, another clone. He locks on and down. Oh, all right, get him out. All right, that's enough. Yep, and that's it. Moving on. And Clem is done. He's done. He made up for lost time. Wow. Well, Blink is almost done, so maybe if oh. He just walked up with 4 Marines and a Cyclone against what wasn't even a greedy build. It wasn't even greedy. He had 3 units. Zest would have taken a 4th with that many units. Oh, he just took his lunch money and used it to buy his mom. Like, that, what is this? Take her out to a nice dinner with all that time he saved. Jesus. Well, so Clem takes it 2-0. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Hopefully you enjoyed. That first game was pretty fun. The second game was also fun, but in a very different way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Good luck, have fun. Stay chill.